Good evening, football fans. Here we are in the jungle on December 22nd, where South Lyon Lions are taking on the Milford Mavericks. And here with me is my partner, Paul Zarati. I'm Brian McPhee. Paul, what do you think of tonight's game?
Well, we got Milford coming in at 0-4. We got the Lions without a win yet, so I'm thinking somebody's going to walk away with a win tonight.
They certainly are. And I think you got to just throw those records aside. Both teams will probably be a little nervous, being that they're got their first win on the line for the year. So we'll be anxious to see how they play this year or tonight.
For sure, another hot, balmy night, kind of like last week. We got the Red Out going on. We're expecting a big crowd here tonight. The Red Out, great tradition here in South Lyon, started by Mark Thomas in honor of his wife Donna. My wife and I had the honor of knowing Donna, and it's a great way to keep her memory here.
Yep, and they were true South Lyon fans. She was the one that I believe started the jugs in the stands out here with all the moms and those noisemakers. She truly was a inspiration to everybody out here, and so it's great to have her memorialized here by this night. And South Lyon does a great job with these events. They show up huge. We'll probably have the middle schools out here and everything, so a lot of pomp and circumstance for tonight. Kind of, we're playing a team that's red, and we're all dressed in red, so it'll be it's a little difficult telling who's who out there in the stands. But we're looking forward to a great game. And I think just to comment on how South Lyon's been doing, I think their offense is picking up every week. Last week's game was, from an offensive perspective, they did a great job.
Yeah, absolutely. Borrow a phrase from a coach over there in Ann Arbor, is that you want to be better today than you were yesterday and better tomorrow than you were today. And I think that's what the Lions, that's where they're headed. Every game they seem to be getting better. We talk about how young they are, but there's improvement every week, and I'm feeling tonight's the night.
Yeah, I think so also. And I dropped in on the coaches last week, and they were commenting that the Pinckney coaches complimented them, and they weren't looking forward to playing them ever again with this squad. So with that, we see the bands coming in, and we'll be back for tonight's kickoff in just a moment.
Broadcasting for what?
How's Max? Good? Yeah. He's doing good. He's loved. No, God, no. He's come home a couple times, but he loves it up there.
That place will be tearing it up this weekend.
Yeah, I know. He's going.
And we're kicking off. Milford kicks off an onside kick, and looks like they've recovered it. A good start for Milford, but not for the Lions.
Boy, as far as executing an onside kick, that was pretty much spot on. They took a big hop, a little harder to handle, and yeah, it looks like Milford came up with it.
Well, the defense will get to start off first here, and we'll see how they do with this Redskin offense. Aiden Warzeka is the quarterback, a senior for Milford. And he lines up under center in the eye. Handoff is fumbled. Oh, and it looks like the South Lyon Lions may have gotten it back. And it is. Number 44 came up with the ball here.
Harris.
And that's Harris with the recovery. So just when we thought things weren't going our way, it turns right around and the Lions take over on the Milford 55, or 45 it looks like.
Little fumbled exchange there. Who was that, Dan?
Brett Bender.
Thought it was.
Ian Goins in motion. He's just across, almost back to the line of scrimmage.
Correction on that fumble recovery for the Lions. That was actually Brett Bender, number 44.
And with the red out and the jerseys, we've got a couple of different number assignments out there, so give us a chance to get used to the new numbers. There's only a couple that are different. Connor Fracassi brings him out of the huddle. Got Ryan Gill in front. And the handoff to Will. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we had Will Kelly in the backfield, but it's Jack Schaefer. Jack had a pretty good game running the ball last week against Pinckney. So we got 3rd and 10 for the Lions. Ball spotted on about the 47. James Haddock split out wide to the left. It's like Brendan Locke on top. Fracassi back to pass, and that one's incomplete over the middle. Intended for James Haddock, but he just couldn't get to it. That'll bring up 4th down and punting situation. Will Kelly's going to come out and handle the punting. Well, like I said, there may be a little nervousness about two teams that haven't won yet. Kelly with the punt. Fair catch call by number 25. Is Brian Gorney.
Well, Brian, we've talked all year about, the age and the inexperience of our Lions. They got a young team here, and Milford comes in actually pretty senior laden with about 20 seniors on the team and juniors, no sophomores. So kind of like Pinckney last week, a lot of experience out there against our Lions.
Well, Milford brings in a new head coach also, so they're kind of starting over, even though they got some experienced seniors out there. And the handoff, and there's no gain up there as the Lions just stuffed that hole. And Milford draws back to pass. He's in trouble, and we get a sack. Great job there. So 44, Brett Bender was in there, and it looked like 51, Michael Gassner. Great job by the Lions defense to get in and push them back. It's going to be 3rd down for Milford, and they're going to have about 15 to go for a first, if not longer.
You mentioned Milford's new coach, Brian, Dan Novak, a product of South Lyon.
Yes. We'll wish him luck the rest of the year, but not tonight. Milford again, hands off up the middle, and there's just no gain there. Lions defense is fired up down there. And you can pick about 3 numbers to give that tackle to.
Yeah, Brett Bender in on that one again. Brett's coming out to play tonight. He's got a fumble recovery, a sack, a big stop there.
Well, the Lions are fired up. They get a good stop here, and I think that'll help them with some momentum and building some confidence as well. Milford's punting back down to Michael Dancer, and he's going to just let it takes a Lion bounce. And number 82 for Milford downs that ball. Colin Myers. The Lions will take over with good field position here. We'll see what they can do with it, Paul.
Yep. Yeah, that was a great defensive stand. Got the ball right back. Like you said, great field position.
Gill in motion, handoff to Jack Schaefer. And Jack Steger, he's pulling players through that line with him. His helmet came off. He's going to have to come out for a play.
That was a nice hole up the middle. Jack, just like last week against Pinckney, carrying a few players with him along the way.
The offensive line's got to be doing a good job down there to get that initial hole. We've got Ian Goins in the slot on top with Brendan Locke. James Haddock down to the left. Handoff to Will Kelly. Takes a spin move and Milford pretty much had that sniffed out. Not too much yards on that one. So we got 3rd and 4. We'll see what Coach Greeno dials up here for the Lions. They haven't changed their setup other than, we got 2 split wide either way. Michael Dancer goes in motion. And it's Will Kelly up the middle, and he breaks through to the 5, to the goal line, touchdown. Will Kelly on a 3rd down play, right up the gut. Looks like some great blocking there, and Will broke a tackle and went in for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Brian. That was Zach King on the right side. He sealed his man and opened up that hole. Will went right through it.
Well, that's got to give the Lions some confidence here. So we got Connor Harris, number 21 tonight, is on for the extra point. And Will Kelly is holding. Oh, and we got some motion on there. I believe it is Milford that jumped. It'll be just a yard closer to this. And they'll reset, and Will Kelly will wait to accept the snap. And is blocked. So 6-0 here is your score with 6:31 left to go. The number 3. Connor Harris kicking off. We got Chance Murray deep for Milford. And that one's in the end zone. So touchback. That's about the best play on a kickoff, huh?
Absolutely. Nice kick by Connor. No chance for a return on that, especially in high school. Once it breaks the plane, ball's coming out to the 20.
Oh, and we're back on. Milford trying to end around, and Lions stiffed that one out. Aiden Warzeka kept the ball.
That was Michael Dancer in on that tackle. and number 25, Jake Newman.
Good job by those two. And if you watch film on us, you would think that the corners are susceptible, but they did a great job of shutting that down for no yardage. They drop back to pass. Newman's there with the coverage, and he's out of bounds.
Great coverage by Jake there. He was all over him. Ball thrown out of bounds.
Yep, and use the sideline to help him. The defensive player's best friend, that sideline. So that'll be 3rd and 10. Milford in an obvious passing situation, but again, you don't know what they're going to run here. Warzeka hands off. It's up the middle, and they've got about 6 yards on that carry. That was number 42, Kristen Koshecki. And that'll bring up 4th down for the Mavericks.
That was Jake Newman in on that tackle. He had a good series here and on all 3 plays.
And the punt, Dancer calls for a fair catch, and he takes it at about the 38, 39-yard line of the Lions. And the Lions hand off up the middle. Jack Schaefer. Looks like he was hit there by Ryan Kolb, number 73. Lions break out in the same formation they've been running most of the night here. Haddock down to the left, wide. Brendan Locke on the top. Ricassi hands off to Schaefer, and he's tripped up right about the line of scrimmage. Looked like if he had got past that one foot trap, he would have had some room to run.
Yeah, he had number 63, Trevor Howard, coming in, make that tackle. Like you said, kind of a shoestring tackle there. Well, we got a sea of red here tonight, Brian. It's good to see. Good to see. Huge turnout. I went to go pick up my red shirt today. I went upstairs and realized I went to Michigan. All 3 of my kids went to Michigan State. We don't allow red and gray in our house.
Yeah, we got the same problem over at our place. But anyhow, Fracassi gets the snap. He drops back to pass. And he's got, looked like Brendan Locke over there. Almost pulled that in.
Yeah, that was a well-thrown ball, right where it needed to be. And it just, it was a tough ball to catch because you got the defender right on you.
That'll bring up 4th down, and Will Kelly will drop back to punt. We got Brian Gorney deep for Milford. And this is a different lineup. Nice punt by Kelly. That's all the way down inside the 5, and Michael Dancer downs it right at the 4-yard line. It took a nice friendly hop for us, so it didn't go into the end zone.
Oh, that was different. You had Brendan Locke lining up next to Will back there, and then Will kind of sprinted out to the sideline, did his little rugby-style kick.
Well, it looked like a play that they'll have to watch, that they might be able to run a fake punt out of it. If you don't have much yardage, you got a blocker in front of you, and depending what Milford does and how they play that. If they just drop back for the punt, then maybe it's something that's a read-react type play.
Absolutely. That gives you another option, though, right, in a tight situation. Something the defense got to be ready for. Well,
Milford with quarterback under center. hands off tackle, and he's dropped right there.
That was Rendy on the tackle there. Wrapped him up, brought him right down to the ground. No gain.
And that's good play by that, whether it's D-end, outside linebacker, to shut that down. Warzeka breaks the huddle, goes under center, and he's fumbled the snap. He picks it up. Oh, we almost had his safety there, Paul.
Yeah, he was in the end zone. He was able to squeak out before we were able to bring him down.
Well, he did a good job of scooping that ball up and then tried to make something of it, and the Lions just smelled blood and took off.
So that leaves about 3rd and 14 for him.
Like Josh Repo and Michael Gassner were in on that. Oh. And on 3rd down, they try to run it out and get a little room for 4th down.
That wasn't bad. I mean, had Will Kelly not been staying home there, that could have turned into a big play.
You hate to give up a 1st down on 3rd and long, especially that long.
Yeah.
And they're going to punt. You got Michael Dancer deep. High snap. Oh, we almost blocked that. Oh, looks like it's going to be roughing the kicker. Well, if it's running into the kicker or roughing, it's 2 different penalties. And it's roughing the kicker, the big one. Milford comes out under center. Warchuk hands off, and he's stuffed right at the, I didn't get the number of the ball carrier there, but he's stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like it might have been number 33, Carson Jensen. Mitch Camoris in on the tackle. Warchuk brings him back. The tight formation, man in motion. Handoff up the middle. And he's hit there by Michael Dancer, but not after he gained a 1st down. Other than the penalty, that's their biggest gain of the year, of the night.
Yeah, Michael came slashing through there. Again, another shoestring tackle. Lucky he didn't keep his balance because he had a lot of open field in front of him.
Milford back with the tight formation. Handoff again. No, it's a pass out to the flat. And number 6, Zach Parks, was on the receiving end of that. Michael Dancer and Jake Newman in on the tackle. And that's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Lions 6, Milford nothing. We'll be right back at the start of the 2nd. And Milford starting at their own 39 with 2nd and 5. Oh, we got a loose ball, and Milford gets it. Number 33, Carson Jensen, recovered that, and they actually got another 5 yards on the fumble recovery. Well, that was a lucky play by Milford. So that'll make it 1st down at the Lions 45. Warzeka coming out in the huddle with the play. Yep. Dawson Benaglio behind him. And 42 gets the ball. Christian Koshecki. Oh, and we got a penalty.
That was Jack Schaefer on the tackle there, but yeah, like you said, penalty flag thrown. Looks like it'd be in the area, holding in the backfield.
Well, we'll see what they call here. We've learned to wait till the refs signal.
Looks like a face mask against South Lyon. Wrong again.
Well, Lions are going to have to dig in and stop making these breaks for Milford.
Yeah, Brian, it looks like we're playing well tonight. We just need to keep our heads in the game, stop the mistakes. A couple bad fumbles right out of the gate. A couple bad penalties now. Giving Milford every chance to get back in the game.
It's first down at the Lions 29. Milford lined up in the I. Hand up. Koshecki rolls out. Pass out in the flat. Oh, and it's touchdown. That was number 33, Carson Jensen, the big tight end. And he just kept out of the reach of the Lion defenders there and goes in for the touchdown at 6'6".
That was a really nice fake by the QB, Warzeka. He hit the ball, sprinted out to his left, and some of the Lions bid on that, kind of left Jake Newman hanging out there.
Oh, and the extra point looked like it was low. We got a penalty out there, but it was good. We'll see what the penalty is, and it looks like it's against the Lions. It will be assessed on the kickoff. We've got Ian Goins and Brendan Locke back deep to receive this kick with the score, Milford 7, Lions 6. And it goes to Goins. He takes it at the 10, up to the 20, and he gets it out to about the 25, 26-yard line. Here are the Lions starting from their 31. Oh, Michael Dancer down the sideline. Or Goins, that's Goins. He's got room out there. He's picking up a blocker. He's down to the 35 to 30, down to the 25, 20. He zigs and zags. And he's down to about the 5, inside the 5-yard line for Ian Goins. What a run that was, Paul, huh?
Crazy play there. He fumbles on the exchange. Ball bounces right back up into his arms. Great run. You got Brendan Locke down there running interference for him on the other player. Almost got it into the end zone. That's an exciting play.
It sure was. I don't think he missed a stride on picking up that bounce. It bounced right to him.
Did not. He did not.
Well, we got a penalty on that play. We got so excited watching all of. We forgot to look for laundry back here, and it looks like we got holding on the Lions. And that one's coming back, all for naught. Instead of first and goal, we end up first and 15.
They called a legal motion on that, so it wasn't even really part of the play. It happened before the play started.
We got trips to the left. Percassi hands off to Will Kelly, and Will Kelly gets a lot of that back and a first down. He's across the 40. Great run by Will Kelly. And we've got another flag on the play. see what they call here.
Lions are walking backwards.
And again, it's against the Lions. They called an illegal shift on South Lyon there, which I didn't even see them shift.
No, I didn't see anybody move, but they must have saw something. Oh, that's 3 big penalties, Brian. 3 big ones on that 4th down, and then the Goins run, now the Kelly run. All right, got to clean it up.
So now we got 1st and 20 for the Lions. Again, trips to the left. Percassi rolls out to his left to pass. He's got Michael Dancer there right about the original line of scrimmage. A nice 10-yard pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 10. Well, nice to come back with a strong positive yardage play there and no flags. There we go. We got trips to the right now. Percassi hands off. Looked like it might have been Jack Schaefer back there. Or Will Kelly was the ball carrier. And he's no yards there. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Well, we know we can move the ball, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Brendan Locke coming out wide to the right. James Haddock top to the left. Will Kelly is behind Percassi. They roll out to the right. Percassi looking to throw. And he's got Michael Dancer right there for the 1st down. Right at the 44-yard line. That was a great catch by Michael.
Yeah, it was a good job. He got himself set, timed his jump right, caught the ball with his hands and brought it in tight because he knew he was going to get hit.
And I was watching Michael. It looked like Percassi was about to get hit also. So
Percassi didn't have much time left, that's for sure.
He's getting those eyes in the back of his head, I think.
Yeah.
Got Jack Schaefer back in the backfield. Dancer goes in motion. Percassi kind of bobbles that and picks it up and just keeps it. It was kind of a high, hard snap, but he did a good job reeling it in and not losing too much out of it. So it's 2nd down and 11 for the Lions.
Someone got around his legs and then he stopped moving, and then I don't know where Joey.
Lions break the huddle with 3 to the left. James Haddock down to the right. Percassi hands off to Schaefer, and he's pushing that pile to the 50.
Again, good blocking up front by the Lions. Zach King, again, staying on his man. His man broke loose for a second. Zach came back, made that block to make sure he wasn't going to get Jack on the way through.
I mean, that was a good, solid running play, following your blockers and the blockers doing their job. And had Michael Dancer with a pass over the middle, and that's a nice 1st down. First down for the Lions. That'll put the ball on Milford's 41-yard line.
As you said, Brian, we're able to move the ball. Good execution now on a number of plays in a row.
We had Michael Gassner just kind of limped off the field there, one of our linemen. Hopefully he'll be okay. Tricassi, a low man in the backfield, trying to get his Jack Schaefer in motion. Kind of a busted play there.
That was number 36 from Milford, Tyler Knapp, breaking through the line, messing that play up.
We got 2nd and 10 for the Lions with 4:54 to go in the second quarter here with the 7-6 ball game with Milford ahead. And a pitch out to Jack Schaefer. He's got running room. He's across for the first down to the 30.
Real good job by Connor there. He saw the pressure coming. He made that pitch a little earlier than I think was originally planned, but it worked out.
Yeah, I don't know if that was meant to be an option where he actually got the chance to take a step, but he just got rid of it, and Jack did the rest. So first down and for the Lions on the 31-yard line. Dancer in motion. He gets the handoff. He cuts inside. He might have a little bit of... Oh, look at him pulling players. He gets over to the 24-yard line. That's a nice hard run by Michael.
Again, that's execution, Brian. You got blocking downfield. You got number 9, James Haddock, a receiver out there doing his job, making the blocks. That's how you get the extra yardage.
Yep. It's a team sport, right? Ryan Gill in motion. The handoff to... And there goes Jack Schaefer in for the touchdown. I got caught up with the excitement. He was wide open.
Brian, that was straight up the middle, and I don't think anybody touched him.
No, Jack was looking around like he was either looking for someone to hit, but there was no one there.
Yeah. Great blocking by the Lions up front.
Well, the Lions really did a good job of just having some stick-to-itiveness to that drive. You know, they had penalty after penalty that kept putting them back, and they had plenty of opportunities to give up on that drive, and they just didn't.
I guess that's one way to extend your time of possession on a drive.
Connor Harrison for the extra point. Oh, and that one's blocked again. It looked like there was a little delay in getting the ball down. It was fumbled there and gave them time to get in and block that.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit of a low snap. Will had a hard time handling it, but he brought it up, but a little bit too late.
So that makes your score Lions 12, Milford 7 with 3:20 to go in the second quarter. Connor Harris to kick off. And it's a high kick down to about the 21, and it bounces back towards the Lions. And the Lions recovered that right down on the 21-yard line. Talk about the ball bouncing your way.
I was just going to say, Brian, that's what you call a ball bouncing right into your hands. Beautiful.
And that was Ryan Gill that had the ball. He came up with it down there.
Yeah, you coach your kick returners when that ball's up in the air for that long. You got to go get it, because when it hits the ground, you don't know what way that ball's going to bounce.
Exactly, and Milford looked a little timid going after it.
Oh, that's a big break for the Lions now.
That looked like it took about a 10-yard bounce backwards.
Just like your golf game, man.
Right. And there goes Ian Goins down to the 5 to the 10. And he's in for a touchdown.
Again, Brian, that's right up the gut, and I think he was untouched.
He made a good cut once he got to the second level, and then it was just a matter of trying to keep up with the little speedster.
Yep. Well, that's the way you like to see your team capitalize on an opportunity like that.
All right, the Lions are going to go for 2 here and try to make up a couple of those mixed extra points. Fracassi pitches out to Kelly, and Kelly's in for 2. Great play there. Great execution. Sent the play in the opposite direction of the motion man, and Milford just didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I like to see the Lions really spreading the ball around. Everybody's getting involved. You got Ian Goins, Will Kelly, Jack Schaefer, all with touchdowns.
So that'll make the score 20-7 here with 3:10 left in the second quarter. The Lions ahead. Off. Again, high kick down to the 10-yard line. And number 2 has that for Milford. And he's hit right about the 20-yard line. Made a long...
Number 44, Brett Bender, nice tackle there.
They take you on those kickoffs. They take them upfield. And that's why. You run a long way just to get nothing. Milford comes out with Urzeka under center in the I formation. He rolls out to his left. Long pass down to number 25, and Michael Dancer there to help break it up. Great play and coverage by Michael Dancer.
Nice pressure in the backfield there. That was Brett Rendy giving a little pressure to the quarterback. Coach Hudson's got his squad fired up tonight. Defense is playing really well.
They have, and other than the penalties, we haven't seen any breakdowns in coverage or misassignments. It's been great to see them keeping the ends covered, the flats. So it's 2nd and 10, ball on the 21-yard line for Milford. They line up in the I. Up back gets it, and he's met right there by a host of Lions. No gain on that play. The Lions doing a good job of filling those gaps and not giving the Milford running backs anywhere to go.
Timeout, South Lyon.
It's a timeout for South Lyon. So it's 3rd and 10 for Milford. They come out under center in the I. And Wojcicki rolls out, and he's grabbed there. Oh, my gosh! He tries to get rid of it, and is broken up by Jake Newman, and that goes into the end zone. And they're calling a touchdown or safety. Wow, that was a bumbling, stumbling play there, huh?
Yeah, amen on that. Again, number 44, Bender in there causing havoc for the Lions.
Well, the Lions called a timeout just before that, hoping to stop them, force a punt, and get the ball back. There's 2:31 left in the second quarter here. And they gave us a touchdown on that. I thought it was a safety. It looked like But
I
we
don't know,
must
I
have
saw-
gotten possession in there. And
Yeah, number of Lions in there must have had possession over the line. Even if they had possession, then fumbled it afterwards. You're right; it would have been a touchdown. Not sure who that was. I saw Jake Newman running it down at one point.
well, you can't fumble in the end zone, right? And they're going to go for 2 again. Jack Schaefer lined up to the right of Connor. And they run the pitch. Connor keeps it himself and runs it in for a 2. Connor Fracassi called his own number on that. Did a good job on the read. Kept the ball himself, and there was a huge hole there. So that'll make the score 28-7. South Lyon leading with 2:31 left in the first half, I'm sorry. Connor Harris to kick off again. And he boots it down to about the 15. And he's met there Will Kelly with the tackle along with Jack Schaefer. And the cheerleaders are out doing their flips for the counting off the score.
Are we on? So, Brian, I went down and talked to the score. Looked like they gave that touchdown to Jack Schaefer.
Oh, great.
So, good hustle. Defense running all over the field.
Milford now with a, they're trying to get their personnel set out there. They line up in the eye. Hand off to 28. He's across the line of scrimmage and out to about the 34-yard line. It's about a gain of 6 on that carry.
Mitchell Hanna in on that tackle, number 54.
And Michael Gassner's back, who limped off a few plays earlier. Good to see him back on the field.
No, it's not live. We'll put it up
Warzeka getting the personnel set up. He hands off to 28. Marcus Hayes, and he's off for a big gain all the way to the midfield mark.
Will Kelly, number 24, on that tackle.
The Lions, I don't know if they're just getting a little tired in this heat or if they're Milford's found something that they're able to take advantage of. $1:19 left in the first half here. And again, it's a handoff to 28. Looks like number 54 for the Lions on the tackle. Mitchell Hanna. And Milford will take a timeout with 1:11 left in the half. They'll have a second and short with the ball at the 47, 48-yard line. And we're back in action. Warzenga hands off again to 28, and they've gone to that offside, off-tackle play 3 times in a row, and the Lions finally shut it down. So it'll be 3rd and 3 from the 43-yard line.
Great job by Dave Rendy on that one. He kind of lost his footing, went to the ground, but regained it and made the tackle.
We've got a big play here in this series. Up in his 28 again. Is Brian Gore? No, I'm sorry. Or 20, Marcus Hayes, possibly. Is it 29 or 28? 28. What's his name?
I don't know. What's his name?
I don't have the 28 on your roster.
28 is not
I know his first name is Josh.
They roll out to the right. Jack Schaefer there with the tackle. Along with Michael Dancer came in to help clean that up. So on the rollout pass, they pick up about, looks like 8 yards on that play. And that's with 21 seconds left. Milford's marching. They're right down to the 29-yard line. And they take another timeout. Milford comes out in the eye again. Warzeka keeps it. He's running to the left, to his right. And that takes it down to 14 seconds, and Milford takes their last timeout. They did get a first down on the carry. That puts the ball at the 28-yard line. Here we go with 14 seconds left. Warzeka drops back to pass, and he's hit hard by Bender, number 44. He broke through and just ruined their chances. Clock's running with 1 second, and there you got no timeouts, and that'll end the half. The half ends with the Lions 28, Milford 7. We'll be back after halftime festivities. And Paul, we're back for the start of the second half here against Milford. Connor Harris to kick off. He pops it up in the air down to about the 10-yard line. And it's taken there by Milford by number 17. He runs wide. He's looking for a lane and does not get one. Good coverage there by the Lions. And it looks like number 5, Ian Goins, was in on that tackle. We've got a great crowd out here tonight, Paul. You said I think it's the biggest one this year, although our second game, but a great showing out for the Heart Association and the Red Out game.
Yeah, you love to see it. Love to see it. South Lyon's a great community.
Nathan Johnson.
All right, here we go. And it's off tackle, and number 42. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, Brian, talking about the community, a big thank you to everybody that came out last Saturday for the Lions Victory Day. It was a huge success. What a great program Coach Henson and the squad have running out here to bring these kids out and giving them an incredible day. And it works both for the football players and the kids that are participating.
Yeah, it was a great day. Koshecki puts the man in motion. They got it going round end. Kamora's chasing him down, and he takes him out of bounds, and a hit also by Will Kelly to assist there. You see where they marked that, but he got a decent gain there. It looks like it's going to be second down and 1. Oh, they're moving it. Yep.
So this is 2 drives in a row. Milford's moving the ball a little bit. Perhaps they found something, a little chink in the Lion armor.
Well, they've been moving it in and out now, so those ends have really got to get upfield and keep containment. And the ball's off. Quarterback keeps it, and he's got about 6 yards on that carry. We got a flag behind the play. We had Jack Schaefer in on the tackle. Looks like they're trying to stretch the field now.
Yeah, definitely.
Try to soften that middle up because they have gotten nothing up the middle.
Yeah, definitely running side to side here. Kind of a weird spot to see the flag. Doesn't look like a holding flag.
I always wonder how the ref furthest from the play can make that call. They're still discussing it over on the Milford side. And it looks like they're going to pace it off against Milford.
Personal foul.
Against the Mavericks is declined. Holding will be accepted.
Okay. So they did get him for holding in the backfield. I saw number 60, David Brendy, was in there, again, wreaking havoc in the backfield of Milford, and I think one of the linemen came up, kind of took him down right in front of the ref.
So that'll make it put the ball on the 16-yard line. 15-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 30. 1st and 21. And again, going on to that outside sweep, and Lions do a good job of shutting it down that time.
Good job, Jake Newman, coming up from his cornerback position, not letting that ball get outside.
I think that might be a little bit of experience showing there, where they're instinctively attacking that corner as opposed to waiting and reacting, giving the running back a chance to get outside.
Yeah, the inside guys are doing a good job of stringing it out, not leaving a hole open, waiting for help to come.
Milford with 2 split to the right. He dropped back to pass. It's a long pass. Kelly's there, and he makes the interception. Great coverage. And he's down to back to the 10-yard line with the return. And I'm looking for flags. I don't see any, but Will Kelly just had perfect position, and quarterback just couldn't get it there.
No, I didn't see who it was, but I'm going to guess it was David Rendy was in on top of him. That quarterback took a hard hit as he released that ball. Had to look for a flag on that based on what happened, been happening earlier tonight. Lions getting penalized on big plays, but no flag on the field.
Well, this is a great start for the offense. We've got Ian Goins in the backfield. Lined up behind Fracassi. Gill goes in motion. And he's met at the handoff to Goins, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage. Well, it's 2nd and goal. Fracassi brings the play in. We'll see what they dial up here. James Haddock split wide to the right. Benjamin Locke down to the left. Dancer goes in motion. And Fracassi scrambling. He finds Dancer. Dancer gets a couple of yards there. That was well covered by Milford. He had no place to go. Fracassi did a good job of finding a receiver and keeping the play alive.
Yeah, good job by Connor there. His first option wasn't open. Kind of circled back, saw that he had some time, found Dancer out there in the flats.
And Connor showing some pretty good arm strength. That was a long pass across the field.
Yeah.
So we're 3rd and 5, or 3rd down, 5 and goal. Goes Dancer in motion. Kelly gets the ball up the middle, and he's in for a touchdown. What a hard-running kid that is. He was not going to be denied. Will Kelly on the 5-yard run. The fans are going crazy down here. They got their baby powder going, and a whiteout on redout night.
So those runs up the middle, Brian, I mean, that one was just inside the center. So David Rendy again, I think he's out there centering, and number 71, Garrett Hurt, making some big holes for the Lions.
Yeah, the offensive line is showing up really well tonight, and the running backs are taking advantage of that. So Connor Harris on for the extra point. Will Kelly to hold. They've had 2 blocked already. And this one is up and good. Well, it looks like they figured out probably the blocking on the kid that kept blocking those. So the Lions 35, Milford 7 with 8:05 left in the third quarter. And we've got Connor Harris again with the kickoff. And he kicks that down about the 5-yard line. Milford on the return to the left. And he's met right about the 20-yard line.
Good job by Ryan Gill getting downfield quick, running them right to the sidelines, and then making the tackle.
Milford comes out with the quarterback under center. They hand off to Josh Harris, new to the team this year, and they catch him on that off-tackle play.
Robbie Collage and Michael Glasner there on the takedown.
I think that Josh Harris might be a little bit of a surprise to the Lions, as he wasn't on the roster. This is his first game with the varsity. They may have gotten him figured out. That play they did. 25 goes in motion. Hand off again to Josh Harris. He's off tackle to the left side. And he's picked up about 3 yards on that. It'll be 3rd and 4. Mavericks drop back to pass. Pass out to the flat. And he's taken down there by Michael Dancer.
Well defended.
Not before he got a first down, though.
Yep. Michael Dancer stepping up from his safety position.
Milford first down. Pitch out to Josh Harris. He goes out to the right, to the left side there. And he's fighting for, that kid's a heck of a runner. And he gets about 14 yards on that carry for another first down.
Definitely a tough runner, pretty shifty. Just heard that he moved up from Texas. So that's why it's his first game tonight.
All right. Well, the Lions are going to have to get an answer for him, especially on those sweeps. And it's a handoff up the middle. 42. And that's what happens when you get an outside running back, or running game will help the inside game.
He's running that ball behind number 75, the center, 290-pound Chris Roscoe, opening up a hole. That was Ryan Gill from his defensive end position coming over and making the play.
Timeout Lions. They're going to want to talk about Mr. Harris and keeping that middle closed down.
Yep. Yeah, I think good timeout by the coach there, you know. I think Milford's got the ball rolling. You want to interrupt things a little bit. And like you said, Brian, just bring it to their attention. Keep an eye on number 28.
So we got 5:34 in the third quarter with the score, 35 South Lyon, 7 Milford. And we're back after the timeout. Milford has the ball. 2nd and short. Osheki rolls out, and that ball's thrown in the dirt. He was looking for the big tight end out there, number 33, Carson Jensen.
I think Mr. Warzeka was definitely hearing footsteps on that one. He had Big Trevor kind of on his tail, putting pressure on him.
And that's 3rd and 1 now for Milford. I'd be looking for Mr. Harris to get this one. And he does. They pitch out to the left. And he's met just across the first down marker there, so a gain of about 2 or 3, but just enough for a first down.
Good job by the running back to know where the sticks are at and make sure he gets over for a first down. Lions had it defended fairly well, but they only needed 1 yard.
It was unfortunate. It was 3rd and short, and Warshecki back to pass. Looks out in the flat. You got a double move. Jake Newman there with the breakup. Oh, what a good play by Jake Newman. And the receiver's a little slow getting up, but so it looked like the receiver made a double move there. Jake had to turn around and catch up with the receiver, and did, and got his hand in the mess there and deflected the ball.
Yeah, you said it, Brian. Jake was right in his face, watching his eyes, and as he's coached, when you see his eyes look up, you put your arms up, and hopefully you get a piece of the ball, and that's exactly what happened.
So that's 2nd down and 10 from the 43. Pitch out to Josh Harris to the right. Oh, we almost had him, and he bounces out and goes for 11 for a first down.
Breaking a couple tackles along the way. Lions got to focus on wrapping them up.
Yep, a kid like that, you've got to wrap up. You can't just try to knock him down with a shoulder tackle. And we're back. Warshecki hands off to Josh Harris again, and he slashes over for about 6. Brett Bender in on the tackle, number 44. They're back in the eye. Receivers split wide either side, handoff up the middle, and he's met with a host of Lions. 42, Christian Koschke with the carry. And that's going to be 3rd and 5.
See Will Kelly step back into the game here. Lions been playing defense this series without him. I think he caught a little stinger. I was watching him on the sidelines. He's having a great game tonight. A couple TDs, 2-point conversion, and an interception.
Yeah, he has. And there's a pass out to 33, the tight end, and we cover it very well. He's met right at the line of scrimmage. It's Carson Jensen with the catch. And virtually no gain. It's 4th down and 4. They maybe give him a yard there with a friendly spot. But they're going to go for it here. With 2:50 left in the 3rd quarter. This is a big play. Big defensive play for the Lions. And there's a mix-up. Oh, in the backfield. The Lions just snuffed that out. And did a great job.
That was big.
Oh, we got a flag on the play.
That was big Zach King busting in through the middle. He grabbed the running back as soon as he received the ball.
Well, we'll see what this call is here.
These guys take the What is that?
And that was against Milford and obviously declined. Lions will take over on downs at their own 26-yard line. That's a chop block. I think. The flag was right at the line of scrimmage inside the line there, so I'm guessing it was an illegal block.
Yeah, because really there wasn't much else happening on the
No.
play, right?
Well, Paul, we dodged a bullet there. Lions hand off to Ryan Gill, and he's met up there with a couple of defenders for no gain. Actually, a loss on the play.
Hey, don't look now, but Milford's a little bit fired up. They're moving the ball on us, and now the defense is getting fired up. Lions got to bear down, close this one out.
Well, it's their best drive of the night right there, other than the touchdown they had in the first quarter. So here we go. We got trips to the right. James Haddock down to the left. And it's a handoff to Will Kelly. And he's still going. Oh, and an inadvertent whistle, it appeared, but the ref called his knee down. He was almost gone.
Yeah, he was. Will didn't think he was down.
No, but you got to go with the whistle there. So they'll be looking at it in film and either saying, well, he was right, or I told you so.
Pretty soon we're going to get our extra cameraman, Matt Bauer, here to give us some replays.
And again, trips to the right. Connor drops back to pass. That might have been just a mixed-up play there and where the receivers were going.
Yeah, definitely looked out of sync there. I think, Brandon was looking for a flag, but...
Oh, we do have one. Always go to the cameraman when you want to know what's going on out there. Matt Boyer, the best in the business. What was it called? Did you see what it was? Oh, okay.
Yeah, give him 15. I swear I'm right out the TVs.
So the Lions benefit from a pass interference play, get a first down, and the ball's at the 46. Will Kelly, tough, hard running yards, and he gets out across the line or the midfield stripe. He's down to the 47-yard line. So it'll be second down and 4 from the 47. Fracassi has Will Kelly behind him. And we got what appears to be an official timeout. Oh, and it's the end of the quarter. So at the end of the quarters, 35 Lions, 7 Milford.
3 seconds? 3 seconds.
Delay a game.
Well, now the rest made me sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. They're putting 3 seconds back on the clock, and they call delay a game on the Lions. So the Lions were going to try and let it run out to the quarter, I believe, and didn't have enough time on the play clock. So it's 2nd and 8. Officials are waiting to get the time on the clock correct. They now have 6 seconds left on the clock. It's a pass. Brendan Locke comes back for it and gets the first down. That was a great pass by Connor, and an even better catch by Brendan Locke. So that'll end the quarter. And we're back with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's Will Kelly up the middle for 3 tough yards. There goes Goins in motion. He gets a handoff. He gets around in, tries to cut up the field, and he only gets a couple of yards.
Milford sniffed that one out. They had that well defended.
Percassi calling the signals. He rolls out to his right to pass. And he throws down to Brendan Locke, who caught the ball. Oh, looked like he dragged a foot, but the ref was right there. That was a tough call.
Yeah, Brian, I think that pass is just a little too far outside. Brendan did a great job trying to keep his feet in, but in order to catch the ball, I think he had to dive a little bit out of bounds.
Yeah, great effort there, and again, a nice pass. Just a little too much outside the sideline there. So that'll bring 4th down, and it looks like the Lions are going to try and go for it here.
At least maybe try to drive them offside. We'll see what they got.
Percassi sends Gill in motion. He keeps it, runs up the middle, and he has a first down, I think. He dove for the 30-yard line, and we'll see where they mark it. They're going to give him the first down. Nice effort there by Percassi.
Yep. Kudos again to that offensive line, opening up a hole.
It was almost the same play that they ran the extra point on that he scored on, which I think that's just his second carry, and he got just what he needed for both of them.
Yeah. That's the way to keep a drive alive there.
Well, you got those other weapons back there that they keep looking for.
Sure.
And it's Kelly up the middle. He slashes. He tries to split 2 defenders. Stays on his feet. Down to the 5. In for a touchdown. Wow. How many is that for Kelly tonight now?
That's his 3rd touchdown, Brian. Go along with a 2-point conversion and an interception. Trevor Weiss on that. He had a nice pull, and he cleaned one guy out of that hole, and then Will was gone. He got hit in the secondary. I thought he was going to get brought down. Will kept his feet, and he was determined to get in the end zone.
Well, I think the first half of that run we give to the offensive lineman, and then the second half is all Will Kelly.
There you go.
Well, Connor Harris comes on for the extra point. Will Kelly will hold. And the kick is up, and it's good. So that'll make the score 42 for the South Lyon Lions and 7 Milford Mavericks. We've got 9:35 left in the fourth quarter. And the Lions with a and we're off. Connor Harris with the kick down to the 25. And he's met, the ball carrier has met there. Looked like Mike Dancer and Jack Schaefer in on the tackle. Nope, number 23. That is Austin Trudell who was in on the tackle there. One of the outside gunners. Good coverage there.
Yeah, that was. Really good to see Will Kelly back in the game running hard that last series. Like I said, I was watching him on the sidelines earlier while we were on defense. Looked like he caught a stinger, but he looks pretty healthy now.
Yeah, he was not going to be denied on that touchdown. And Milford ball carrier met in the backfield by a host of Lions. We had a Lion helmet go rolling.
Michael Gasner leading the way on that.
And that's the gentleman who needs to come off because he lost his cover. We got a couple of new guys in the lineup at cornerback. Number 23, Trudell, who was in on the tackle on the kickoff over at the right corner. And number 11, Will Madsen at the left. And Milford tries going up that middle again, and Lions do a great job of shutting that down. And Gassner's back in the ball game. He was relieved there by number 71, Garrett Hurt. Oh, Ryan Gill with a great play out there in the flat. He read that. Receiver caught the ball, and Gill caught him immediately. And it'll be 3rd and 9 from the 28 for Milford. We've got 6:53 left in the game here. Michael Dancer back for the punt. It's a short punt down to the 45. So the Lions take over on their own 45-yard line. Lions come out in the spread. And it's a hand up the middle, and no gain. Milford had that one sniffed out. Ryan Gill was the ball carrier. So the clock's running here in the jungle with 5:21 left in the game. The Lions have a 35-point lead, and it's 2nd and 8. The crowd is still here. They're wanting to see the end of this one. Percassi hands off to Gill. He runs hard up the middle for about 3 or 4 yards. He gets across the midfield stripe. And that'll be 3rd and 4 now. Depending where they finally stop with that down marker. Paul, it's one of the most impressive offensive performances that we've had, and I think likewise on the defensive side as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, made some big mistakes tonight on penalties. Few fumbles that hurt us, but man, they've stuck with it and really moving the ball.
And Connor keeps the ball, gets across for the first down. He ran for about 10 yards there. Yeah, they still have a lot to learn from this game. I think their maturity is improving, and they're going to have their hands full with the remaining schedule that they have. But this is a great confidence booster for them, kind of putting it all together on the offensive side and not too many mistakes on the defensive side. Percassi lines up in the gun. And that's Goins keeps the ball, and he slashes through for about 7 yards. That offensive line is really starting to come into their own there. They had some success last week, and this week definitely. Coach Henson substituting on the offensive line, and players out there. Good to see other players getting action. And that's number 20 with the ball. He gets to the first down marker, but then gets knocked back. We're not sure if he's going to give him the...
That's Jack Mifsud, Brian, on the carry. Good run.
Oh, yeah.
Like you said, it's good to see everybody get in there. Everybody get some touches. You got boys that are working hard all week, and when you come out and you play a game like this, it's good to see the coaches rewarding everybody.
Well, we had a penalty on that play, so I was wondering why they weren't marking the ball closer to where he got tackled. Looked like illegal procedure. And again, why you gotta want to get those guys in playing in game conditions.
Absolutely.
You never know when you're going to need them. Percassi working the clock, gives it to Goins. Goins breaks through the line of scrimmage. He's across for down to the 10, 15. He runs it all the way down to the 5-yard line. Well, and it looked like he was going to get stuffed in the middle there, and he bounced it out and on his own worked it down to the 5.
Brian, is he quick or what, man? I mean, as soon as he gets that ball, he's like a flash through the line, and then once he gets into secondary, he's out there breaking people's ankles.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And we're down to 1:10 left in the game here. With the ball down on the 4-yard, or they got it marked at the 2. So timeout Lions. Yep. And Paul, here we are down at the 2, and it appears they're going to take a knee here. And Will Kelly takes a knee, and one more knee, and that'll do it for this game tonight. Well, the Lions got to be feeling really good. A special night, red out night. Big crowd came in. It was a warm evening, and they just came out and never let up.
The first day of fall. Maybe that's what it was. We needed that turn of seasons, and the boys of fall came out and played really tough tonight. Yeah, I agree, Brian. They got to be really happy with this performance.
Yeah, but as we said, they still got some things to learn from it. And that'll be the last play of the game is they kneel down. And I know their tradition of the players singing They can't wait to get over in front of that student section. And so the final here at the Jungle, South Lyon Lions 42, Milford 7, and we'll be back with our post-game show in just a moment. Well, Paul, what a great game. It's certainly wonderful seeing teams celebrating down on the field there on our home field.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we said, first night of fall, boys came out, played really hard. Huge crowd for the red out. Lions came up with a huge victory.
Yep, and the final was 42-7. The Lions with their best offensive showing of the year. They had shown momentum last week against Pinckney, and they just kept that going this week. And the defense had a little bend but didn't break in the second half there when that Josh Harris came in for Milford. Gave us a little scare, but the Lions kept them tucked in and kept them out of the end zone in the second half. So great game on both sides of the ball. Yeah,
really good ground game for the Lions tonight. Great ball control. Time of possession, I don't know what it was, but we had to win by quite a bit.
I think so. And that's playing defense with your offense, right?
Yeah, there you go.
All righty, well, we'll get to our Pins Offensive Player of the Game. And as you mentioned, the stats that Will Kelly had, he was an easy shoo-in for that one. And so congratulations to Will Kelly, number 24, on our Pins Player of the Game. And you have another addition to that?
Yeah, we're going to do something a little bit unprecedented here, Brian. We're going to give out 2 players of the game, and the second player of the game is actually a group. That offensive line all night long, I mentioned the ground game, opening up holes. So we got Ryan Jarl, Garrett Hurt, David Rendy, Trevor Weiss, and Zach King. Great game by those guys tonight. I mean, they gave Connor protection, and like I said, opening up the holes for the running backs. They made the difference.
Well, and that's great. That really was something that we've been looking to happen when you've got a player like Trevor Weiss and King that have some size and some experience too. So it was really good to see them come together and the running backs take advantage of that. We had some pretty good running displays out there, and Will Kelly leading them all. So
absolutely.
Excellent. And for our tough guy, we're going to go with Brett Bender.
Yeah, Brett had a great game tonight. He had a fumble recovery, a couple of sacks, and was in on a number of tackles. Great game by Brett.
Yep, and I know he was in that backfield. That quarterback is going to probably go play 44 in a lotto or something. I don't know, but well, it wasn't lucky for him. Anyhow, well, with that, we thank you for watching. And as our good buddy Dan Pelchet, who was on the mic for the press box tonight, we want to thank you for watching. And for Paul Zarati and our cameraman Matt Boyer, as Dan always says, it's a great day to be living in America, and good night all.